Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This venue, located here in Villa Belmiro, is modest, but whatever it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. The action has already started. Oh, shooting chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Van der Vaart. So there's Frank Lampard, an excellent 2005 for both club and country, his most productive season so far. And on top of it all, named his national team's outstanding player 2 years running.
Yeah, and it's not hard to see why. He's been England's most consistent performer in the bid to qualify for 2006. And he's delivered in the big games against Poland and Austria.
And that familiar expression on his face rarely changes, does it? Absolute focus. Oh, perfectly measured that. Guardiola. Van der Vaart. And it's from Mario. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's face-to-face with Neymar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
No, that's been intercepted. Guardiola. It's a pretty loose pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Giuseppe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played back in. Hits one! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And he's picked out the run. Has a go! Goal! Milan!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Gol marcado para o Milan. Aos 21 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador. Camisa
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That has been cut short. Romario. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rafael Leao.
Giuseppe are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Guardiola. Lampard proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Van der Vaart. Beckham. Oh, played right into his path. Romario unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Quality ball.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Good to pay with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a sharp pass. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's seen that early. And Beckham! Denied by an instinctive save.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And the header! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Beckham. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Romario.
Giuseppe certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, what's he done? Romario! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Well, there was to be no other outcome. That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a goal was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Beckham. Driven forward. Mbappe chasing after it. Van der Vaart. And here's Romario. Oh, good-looking ball. He's found a way through. Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. That's an excellent interception. And Messi! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Göztepe come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Göztepe come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Zaire Emery. Beckham! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets. And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Göztepe go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really...
He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Kubo.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Guardiola. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's come loose. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Göztepe clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Beckham. He could be in here. He is through here. Decent hit! Corner number 3 coming up. There's the hit! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So now the difference is... Can he finish? And it's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And now he has 2. Göztepe are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Beckham. That looks a good ball through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? Guardiola. It's Van der Vaart. Romario. He's shifting through the gears here. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Koundé. In with the challenge. Beckham. Van der Vaart. Nice sequence of passes, this. Goes in for the header! Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Davids. And he's picked out the run. Beckham. And Beckham! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Aldair. Zaire Emery. He's in plenty of space here.
That's going in strongly.
Beckham. Van der Vaart. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the overlap. In with a header! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That'll be a throw. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Drogba. Chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 3 minutes is number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Romario. Van der Vaart. Nuno Mendes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kimmich. Messi. Beckham. And it's Guardiola. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Romario. Romario unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Deftly away. Kimmich spots it and intercepts. And it's Beckham. Van der Vaart. Messi. Van der Vaart. Messi. Now it's Beckham. And he's managed to get free. Header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied. Gustepe are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Romario. He's played him through. Van der Vaart. Messi. Now it's Drogba. Messi. Guardiola. Quality ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Van der Vaart. Messi. It's Van der Vaart. Davids. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Guardiola. Great ball if he can get there. Now, can he find a finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Van der Vaart. And the finish! Goods to pay with the corner, there first. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van der Vaart. Oh, important interception. And here's Romario. And they've got rid. And here's Romario. Van der Vaart. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Pedri. Drogba receives it in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. And that has left him in a heap. Davids. Now it's Romario. That is good strength. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Gustepe certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half. Just a
great hit! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mbappe, can he finish? And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Galatasaray find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's through here. Guardiola makes the interception. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Beckham. And here's Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So off we go once more.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
And Romario! Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Van der Vaart. Passes short and sharp. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Against the crossbar! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. They're back within reach! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Saka, and it's Beckham. In with the challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good ball. Beckham. That is a great ball. Look at him put it away! And he hits the net. And they are cruising away.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
He's kicked it out, just. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. The Urbano Caldera is located slap bang in the middle of a residential district here in Villa Belmiro. It is certainly a venue which has a lovely, homely feel to it. Well, if he did... Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And it's Messi. Messi. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would have to say Ben Yedder, Peter, simply because, and I know he's not one of the biggest names around, but he lives for goals. He thrives on scoring goals. That's what his job is all about. And he's actually very good at it, and I don't think he probably gets the attention that he should have at times. So he's going to be a handful for anybody trying to find where he is in the box.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Van der Vaart. Now it's Romario. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Gives it back. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Van der Vaart. Romario. Messi. Rodri. Van der Vaart. Nuno Mendes. So we're still where we started right now. Iwobi. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. And he goes cross-field. Frankowski. And it's Berardi. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Now it's Romario. Fiddles it through. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Romario!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Romero. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Good to pay with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And that should get the job done. Can he put it away? It's run loose. He's gone for goal! Corner number 2 then. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Ben Yedder. He's played him through. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. To Ketelara. Rodri. Frankowski. Van der Vaart. Romario. A true great in every sense of the word.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this. And that has been cleared. De Ketelara. And it's Iwobi. Now it's Ben Yedder. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. He's got away. Messi. Look at the space here. Can he finish? He's scored! There is the breakthrough.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Aos 36 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador camisa 9.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Messi. Van der Vaart. Romario. Frankowski. Nicked it back promptly. Shot could be... Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
He's onside. Messi. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Oh, really well played.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Alexander-Arnold. De Ketelara. Messi. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. And the first 45 minutes are up. Good to pay, head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And the game has already resumed here.
Gustepe clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he's managed to get free, and he was quick to react. Nuno Mendes. Davids has created one goal already. Van der Vaart. Now it's Romario, and it's Messi. And that's a superb pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van der Vaart. And here's Messi. Messi. Strong running down that left flank. There's the crossfield ball. Berardi. Oh, that's nice. Big header! He's done very well to get to that.
Iwobi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Beckham. Romario looking to add to his goal. Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Messi plays it short. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. De Ketelaere. Iwobi. De Ketelaere. De Ketelaere! Keeper's not concerned by that.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Van der Vaart. Now it's Romario. Nuno Mendes. Rodri wins the duel this time. Messi. Now it's Messi. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. De Ketelaere. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Messi. It is a corner.
Substituição em campo.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Camisa 23. Camisa 10. Fechando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Alexander-Arnold
22.
goes short.
Camisa
Oh, what a
16.
climb!
Camisa 99.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Substituição.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now. Berardi can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. A real chance if he can get through. He's picked his way through.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Guardiola. Iwobi. Oh, that was vital. Floated through. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Fermin. And here's Osimhen. Has a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Iwobi.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Terrific header! Decent enough try.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Alexander-Arnold. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Romario. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Bernardo Silva. A corner it is then.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And it's hoisted clear. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. We have already started here. Nuno Mendes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Good to pay with the corner, there first. And the shot! Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Romario. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that's well spotted. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
For now, still trying to...
Now the finish! Oh, they could be caught out here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Always onto this.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
There's the hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And it's from Mario. Isco. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Van der Vaart. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Beckham. And here's... Big chance! And here's Romario! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
It's their second corner of the game. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Quick look, then plays it in. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Messi. And he's lost his man here. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Van der Vaart. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies, and he's managed to get free. He's had a hit! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
So, third corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Keylor Navas deals with it effortlessly. Mbappe. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Romario. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Davids gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Looking for options for movement. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from a great player. It's lifted the whole mood of the team and indeed the fans, and it should be enough to ensure they go into the break with a narrow but very welcome advantage.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to...
Oh, smashing header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He came in hard, very hard. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously, things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Gustepe really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Isco. Mbappe. Mbappe goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And the header! They would have been quick to recover this. And that's caused a worry or two. Messi. Rudiger goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Van der Vaart. Romario. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Davids. Now Ruben Diaz. Gustepe finding their passes. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Messi goes short. He's cut it out.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And here's Romario. Romario, he's had a shot! It's there! They are right back in business!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
That has... he's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's been given away. Guardiola. Romario. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Guardiola gets it clear. Throw it. Now that's well seen too. Van der Vaart. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Isco! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri. Shot could be on. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Romario. Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi. Foot in. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pinches it off him. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Goods to pay can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Romario.
Messi.
Oh, what?
Any risks?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good ball over the top. Oh, super ball.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Decent hit! Keeper's not concerned by that.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Fermin. Oh, it's played into the area. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. And the pass is intercepted. Just 5 minutes left. He's found a way through. That is good strength. Isco is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe. Van Dijk makes the interception. Bernardo Silva. Conte. And he's picked out the run. Bernardo Silva. Bastoni. Oh, that's a key interception.
Se agregarán 3 minutos
Conte.
al tiempo reglamentario.
And it's Romario. Romario. Pedri. No way through. Now it's Romario.
Oh, that was one big note.
And as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, but at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And Romario! Spread it left. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That has been cut short. Hernandez. Conte. Can he get onto this? And it's Romario. Romario. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Romario, and he was alert to it. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Ruben Dias, still goalless at the moment. Aimed beyond the defence. Great hit! Goal! Egypt! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Número 11.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's a big chance! It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Egypt are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Oh, that's a fine interception.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Nuno Mendes clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Can he spark a counter here? Approaching the half-hour mark.
Romario, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Hakimi. Conte. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. And it's played forward.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Hernandez. And the pass is intercepted. Van Dijk. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now Davids. He can run onto that. Shot could be on. Oh. And the shot! It's in! Right back in the game!
Messi very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Vitinha. Vitinha. Vitinha! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Lobbed in behind, and here's Messi. Now it's Romario. He is through here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. We are into stoppage time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Romario. Great chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Just. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh no, this does not look good. Hakimi. Conte. He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Conte, one of these standout performers at this moment in time. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's hoisted clear. Messi. Davids. To Guardiola. Here's Vitinha. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Romario. Well, that's an inviting ball. So we've reached the hour mark. Hernandez. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Romario. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Has a goal! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Goods to pay, get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, that's nice. No way through, so back it comes. Hakimi. Conte. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he finish? It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi. Número 15. Número 12. Entran número 99. Número 16. Número 22.
With his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 3 coming up. Egypt have the chance to go the other way. He's played him through. Donnarumma gets good distance on it. Now it's Osimhen, engages and forces him off the ball. Pedri. Kante does really well to win the ball there. He's looking to set free a runner. He might be in here! And it's been given away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Osimhen. Terrific header! It's in! The maestro, the legend, and now the hat-trick hero.
Egypt really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Goods to pay, go into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
It's a mighty effort! And it's come back out to him.
Mustepe can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
He's shifting through the gear. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Van der Vaart. And that will be it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Gutztepe do look a team on a mission. They seek today to confirm promotion, preferably in style, but as a bare minimum, by way of the all-important point they still require. It is undoubtedly the biggest game for many in the crowd, and indeed for most on the field of play. Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, but at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Gutztepe cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that was very necessary. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But
great hit! They scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Van der Vaart. Guardiola. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pedro Neto. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. That's the throw. Palmer looks to the other side. Alexander-Arnold. Up he goes! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Great ball, and he's in here. No foul, says the referee.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Showing great feet there. Pedro Neto just eases him off the ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Çalhanoğlu to McAllister. Pedro Neto. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Pedro Neto. Van der Vaart. Romario. Van der Vaart. Nuno Mendes. It's Van der Vaart. Conte. Good to pay, finding their passes. Now it's Messi. Tries to dink it in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's had it nicked away. Romario. He's found a way past. Romario!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
There's the crossfield ball. And he's been shifted off it.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nuno Mendes. Palmer. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Davids. Messi. Van der Vaart. Romario. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. McAllister. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Giuseppe have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's got the shot away! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nuno Mendes. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Nuno Mendes. Van der Vaart. Davids. And here's Romario. Romario. There's the hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi with the short one. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Oh, it's played into the area. Tries to get it clear.
Giuseppe making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Distributed tidily. And it's Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's gone loose. Romario. Now it's Messi. Van der Vaart. Romario. Engages and forces him off the ball. Palmer. Pass somewhat off target. Conte. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Romario. Conte. Pedro Neto has found the net here, of course. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. Picked out brilliantly. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Good to pay, faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To turn a deficit into a lead. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh no, he misses from the spot.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Çalhanoğlu. He rises!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Over it comes. And it's Guardiola. Guardiola! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. So, third corner of the game. Up for a header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lewis Skelly. Pedro Neto. Van der Vaart. And Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Romario. Always onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He might be in. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mendes gets rid without sophistication. Çalhanoğlu. Palmer. Palmer! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 13.
And that's definitely not his best.
Messi. Entran número 22. Número
A real
99.
chance if he can get through. Romario. Osimhen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Not the most accurate pass. Shalhanolu. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Stood up well to him there. Shifted upfield. Great ball if he can get there. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. And here's from Mario. Osimhen! And he has kept it out somehow.
Osimhen is offering a right smile there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Well, he can only improve on that one next time. And the number on the board is 3. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And the referee brings it to a close. It has ended level, but most importantly... Goods to pay take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Fenerbahce are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a throw-in. Decent progress down the left. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found a way through. Cristiano Ronaldo! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Cristiano Ronaldo really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Nicely weighted ball. Vlahovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vlahovic is offering a wry smile there.
Header! He will be livid with himself. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shot could be on. Chance! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Haaland. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's found a way through. That is good strength. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Romario, a player of legendary status. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Climbs up big! Goal! Fenerbahce! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Fenerbahce take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And that's not going to reach.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Van der Vaart just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's Beckham. He's chosen to go back. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting... He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus.
Speculative strike. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Romario chasing after it. Van der Vaart. Beckham. Now it's Romario. Van der Vaart. And he's had it nicked away. Moved on forwards. And he's managed to... Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Romario. Messi. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Davids. Romario.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Somewhat off target. And it's Beckham. Messi, who does have an assist to his name.
There's much frustration.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Señoras y señores, queremos pedirles su apoyo para nuestra Fundación Solidaria, una oportunidad en el fútbol. Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 23. Entrará al campo número 6.
So once again, we're underway. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Goods to pay. Do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Conte, one of the standout performers at this moment in time. It's a good spell of possession, this. Neatly clipped into space. Keeper's ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Mendes drives forward on the overlap. Yamal! Davids. It's Van der Vaart. Messi. And he's certainly onside here. No, that's overhit. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Van der Vaart. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. They get a throw in. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo, given the lift of his goal. Well, there's the clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Goods to pay are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Giuseppe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Always onto this. Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Messi. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well read, nice interception. Van Dijk. Davids. Alexander-Arnold. Van der Vaart. Looking to get on the end of this. Alexander-Arnold. And it's from Mario. Now it's Messi.
Looks a good ball through.
And that's an excellent interception. Aimed beyond the defence. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vlad shapes to shoot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And they get themselves in front!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 13.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Número 12.
Fenerbahce go into the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, played through for the wide man. Nuno Mendes. Up he goes! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your...
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Davids. And here's from Mario. Oh, good. And the finish! No mistake! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Good to pay. Give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Vermin. And he's picked out the run. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's it. Good to pay. Pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This venue, located here in Villa Belmiro, is modest, but whatever it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. And already we're underway here. And it's Isco. Mbappe! Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Osimhen. He is through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Osimhen. Nicely weighted ball.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And Messi! final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Davids. Osimhen.
Gustepe really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Romario. Osimhen. Header! Oh, what has happened here? Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Romario. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Gustepe looking to pass their way through. Davids. Up he goes! Cucurella.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies. He's had a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Succumbs to the pressure. Bernardo Silva. Approaching the half-hour mark. Isco. Back into the middle. Mbappe! Oh, just wide.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Varela. Isco. Van der Vaart. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. No, he's missed it.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Osimhen. Romario. Well, played right into his path. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Decent hit! Oh, it's come loose. And it's Wilshere. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Romario, a player of legendary status, floated through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Romario. Davids. He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Gustepe go into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Oh, what a climb! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic...
Oh, he's been... Has a go! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And there's the end of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And we're underway again. Adams. That is good alertness. Bernardo Silva. Van der Vaart. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Osimhen. Romario. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Messi. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's got plenty of space. He's got a side of goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Romario. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Romario. Van der Vaart.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's got away. Great hit! In for the pieces! He's got a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show.
Chance! And the ball, it's fallen kindly here. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just...
Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Romario. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Conte. Romario, he's in here! Bernardo Silva delivers. That's an excellent interception. That has not gone well. And here's Osimhen. Romario. Cucurella. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi.
Albania merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Cucurella just loves to go forward whenever he can. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
But they've got it again. Chance for the header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 13, camisa 22, camisa 99, camisa 6,
Messi.
camisa 3.
And it's played forward. Nice ball, and he shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Ball's gone out of play. Costa Curta. Mbappe might just make this. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game.
Tell! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left.
And Beckham! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
And it's been taken short. Gets his head to it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And smartly reclaimed. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that is as far as it goes. Göztepe can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set. He's had a hit! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how it's... And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's well spotted. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Thuram. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Bellingham. Salmakers is wide and looking to get onto this. Great hit! He's scored! With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Van der Vaart. Romario. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Messi. Pedri. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. And he's gone looking for safety. Messi. Romario. And the finish! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Bruno Mendes tries a cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And that could set him on his way.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pedri. And here's Thuram. Beckham. Romario. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they've got a throw. And that's going to be a goal kick. Van der Vaart. Messi. Beckham. Beckham with the cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Pedri. And it's Beckham.
Krikumya really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Goods to pay, take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Salmakers. It's gone out for a throw-in. Goods to pay. Looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Thuram. Engages and forces him off the ball. Van der Vaart. Palmer. Pedri. That was good alertness. Back into the middle. Now it's Romario. Bastoni. It's Pedri. Thuram. Pedri. Bastoni.
Has been indicated.
Hakimi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Messi. And it's lofted through here. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And there is the half-time whistle. Goods to pay come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Goods to pay head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're off again. Palmer. Great ball if he can get there. Thuram! They've done it! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Thuram. Davids. Now it's Beckham. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Bellingham. Now that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Shapes to shoot. Oh, that was no routine save.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. In for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. That's really well cleared.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
And it's Romario. And that's a good, decent hit! Goal! Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He has never had enough.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
And that means just one thing, match ball. Palmer! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Palmer with the short one.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a shade optimistic. Salmakers. Thuram. Davids makes the interception. He's played him through. Plenty to aim at here. Yep, it's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Palmer plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, terrible pass. And he's on his way.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Referee has just said play on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van der Vaart. Now it's from Mario. Pass is just off target.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. Bellingham, he's beaten Bellingham! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Van der Vaart. Beckham. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Thuram. Real chance! He's scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Floated through. Oh, that was vital. Guardiola. That is Conte. Alexander-Arnold is in a really good position out wide. Pinches it off him. Masuaku. And that is out of play. And no, that was never going to make it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Played out wide. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's running through. Big chance! Romario! Wonderful! And that has raised the roof! There was no getting to that. No getting... And the referee brings it to a close. Tepe have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.